Well, when the question is asked, is gold or has gold been manipulated in terms of the prices? There is a guaranteed yes in response to that, because individuals have been dragged into court. Back in 2016, Deutsche Bank admitting that they were a part of this. And I talked about how they were dragged into court, how there were other instances where many different individuals have been connected to not just gold, but the pricing of precious metals. And I know others have asked the question and wondered exactly how does this go down. The manipulation in context is defined as a purposeful effort to control gold prices. Now, a section of gold investors believe that gold prices are systematically manipulated, generally downwards, and that there are several different variations and theories. But the general belief is that the precious metals like gold and silver are under the thumb of certain central banks and large banks, which use high-frequency trading, HFT, as well as derivatives, which are also known as naked shorts, to tamp down the pricing. Now, there's also worries about discrepancies between paper gold and physical gold bullion that are in places like the London Bullion Market Association and any other spot where they're supposed to be around the globe. We've talked about Fort Knox, we've talked about the Fed, we've talked about audits, things of that nature. But it's a guarantee when it comes to gold and gold prices. They've done it in terms of who and what's going on right now. Well, that's anyone's guess. It's not until someone gets busted again and they actually get drug into court or there's some light shed on the subject, no one's going to know anything. Out of sight, out of mind. But these things are happening, and these individuals seem to keep getting caught up and pulled into this left and right. Now, Goldman is another one that here recently just got caught up in all of this. So there's multiple banks, and I figured that after one big one started to have this happen, you would probably see others suffer the same fate, and it seems like slowly that's happening. But out here on the world stage, when it comes to all these markets, it's interesting to look at some of the history of where some of these things go together. And I'll leave a link here so you guys can read up on some of this, and I'll continue to update as things change. But you can see here, annual gold prices versus oil prices, 1940 to 2016. They indeed followed a trend line. They stayed very near one another, especially on the spike. You can see they were down here, and even right when everything took off, they lifted together. They hit the roof and stopped together, dropped, and, well, we'll see where things go from here. But if there's a high spike in oil all of a sudden, out of nowhere, globally, you could expect to see gold follow. Because that's been the trend thus far, for the most part. I'll leave a link. It's been Dabu7. Follow me on Twitter for the latest. Peace.